I'm now going to talk Mary through a roll down, which is one of my favourite Pilates exercises because it's absolutely brilliant for opening out the spine and getting it nice and flexible. And it also lengthens the back of the leg, the hamstrings, which if they're very tight can have an effect on your lower back. As a matter of interest, I'd like to see you do a roll down first. So if you just come sideways on here, and sort of come like that, and I'm going to watch you. Just do how you would do a roll down. That's great. And then come back up. Good. Well, coming back up was actually fine, but when you went down, you actually just hinged from the back and you forgot about your neck. So I'm going to talk you through different stages. Okay. So let me demonstrate to you. Okay, if you just sort of stand sideways on. You remember what I said about the spine going up on a level with the eye, okay? So if you put your finger in that little notch at the back of your skull, I want you to think about rolling your neck. You've got 7 vertebrae in your neck. So let me just demonstrate to begin with. So I'm going to roll my neck down, then my upper back, and keep rolling all the way down. And just come down however far you feel comfortable to begin with. You keep straight behind the knee, but you don't lock the knees. And then you come up from the pelvis. Now remember what I said about finding neutral pelvis. You want those hip bones to be at the front, as if they were pointing to the front wall. You only work from the pelvis. Once the pelvis is round in neutral, the rest of the spine lengthens up on its own. So let's do this in stages. It feels really nice anyway. So come to sideways on, okay? And I want you to, first of all, I just want you to isolate your neck. So put your hand at the top underneath. So have your head up to begin with. So just isolate your neck. Just roll your neck down, the 7 vertebrae in your neck. Good, so your shoulders aren't coming forward at all. Now when you bring your spine back up, it's a bit like restacking a pile of books. Think of each vertebra as being a book, and you want to get each one in place before you stack the next one up, making sure you don't tilt your head back. Good, so have your arm by your side. So again, roll your neck down again, all 7 vertebrae. So you just isolate your neck, and actually you can often get quite a nice stretch. Can you feel that just in your upper back, which is nice. And then bring your neck back up, starting from the base of the neck, restack those 7 vertebrae up. Don't bring your neck forward, keep your neck back. That's it, that's great, good. So now we'll start doing a little bit more. So your feet are hip width apart, that's great. You're in good standing posture. So start again. Won't worry too much about the breath to begin with. Just breathe normally. Roll your neck down, all 7 vertebrae, good. And now, let's just stand sideways on a little bit more. So to move your feet so that people at home can see you. So now you're going to start rolling down the top of your spine. That's it. Think about each vertebra. Just roll down. That's it, good. So just work your focus down your spine. Don't lock your knees, and try and make sure you don't go back onto your heels. That's it. Good. Well done, lovely, good. And just go down wherever you feel comfortable. Good. Take a nice deep breath in here. You want to focus your breath into the base of the rib cage. And now when you come up, you're restacking your spine like your pile of books, starting from the base. So just work from the pelvis. Get the pelvis all the way around so the buttocks are coming down. That's it. And then the hip bone is coming up. So don't come up from the shoulders. Just get that pelvis around. And you're restacking from the base. Get the hip bones all the way to the front. And then restack all the way, bringing your neck, all 7 vertebrae in your neck up last. How did that feel? Nice. Did it feel any different to the one you did before?
Yes,
Going down?
it did. It wasn't so much strain.
Yes, because
Because I
before,
was trying to lift my head.
before what you did is you did your chin to your chest and then you just hinged from here. And it's very, very common to begin with. So you want to think about all those vertebrae, each vertebra one at a time coming up and over. So let's do again. So start with a nice in-breath. And again, as you come down on out breath, if you run out of breath, just keep breathing and roll your Neck down, that's it, so chin towards your chest. Isolate the neck and then think about these upper back muscles coming up and over. It's a bit like water coming up out of a fountain. It sort of comes up in a little bit of an arch, a little bit of an arc. That's it, all the way down, as far as you feel comfortable. So if you don't go down very far to begin with, don't worry at all. Try not to come back onto your heels. Try and keep your weight balanced so you can still feel the central arch of your foot. Good. And when you're down here, focus your breath into the back of your rib cage, and that the rib cage expanding stretches the spine, and then coming up, pull your tummy in. So pull that lower abdominal muscle, your core muscle in to help stabilize you so you don't wobble around quite so much. And think about tucking that pelvis all the way around, getting these hip bones to the front. So you don't have to come up from here. So stop from here for a moment, just get the pelvis around. Just focus on the pelvis coming around. Bring the hip bones to the front a bit more, tuck that bottom down, that's it. And then you'll find that the rest of the spine just floats up without any kind of strain, and then you lengthen the neck away from the shoulders. How does that feel? It's nice, isn't it?
Very nice.
You know when you have a whip, you have a handle of a whip, okay, and if you crack your whip, the tip goes down. And when you bring the whip back up, you don't bring it up from the tip, which is the head, you bring it up from the handle, which is the pelvis. And the whip comes up from the handle, from the base. And it's a bit like that with your spine. You go down from the top, and you come up from the bottom. Okay. So that's a roll down. So we'll practice.
And
that
I
a
can
little
breathe
bit more.
normally after I've expelled it.
Yes. To begin, once you get used to doing it, you'll find that you can go down on one breath and you can come up on one breath. But to begin with, it's much better just to breathe. The worst thing is to hold your breath. Okay. Well done.